You keep showing me his lamb. Yeah, that's why every man is a champ.
No moss, no moss. In Washington, D.C., I'm L. Brookman, and welcome to another Nocturnal emission. The pollen count has been kicking everybody's butt across the United States, and I'm no exception. So you have to forgive the bags under my eyes. There, as I do this show. But I think we got a fun show for you tonight. Later on, just before he starts his tour in the United States, which begins on May 9th at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada. Right here on this program, we have SMELVIS.
Yeah!
Yes, SMELVIS. We'll be performing later in the show. Boy, pollen gives you a different feeling. Just your whole energy level just changes. So, if I seem more hostile or angry, please blame the antihistamine. Don't blame it on me being a Republican conservative. One of the greatest playwrights in America was Eugene O'Neill. And I love the play The Iceman Cometh, which is about pipe dreams and people having pipe dreams. One of the greatest acts that Eugene O'Neill did was when he was at Princeton. He threw a brick through the window of the president of the college, who at that time was Woodrow Wilson, progressive Democrat. Of course, that act got Eugene O'Neill expelled. My dislike for progressive Democrats is apparent. I find their ideas old, ghetto-like, as well as the kind of ghetto government that they have established in this country. The spent, beat-up American towns across this country are the result of progressive Democrats and their ghetto governments they established. Harsh words? Maybe. But maybe not as harsh as Bertha Lewis, the head of ACORN, speaking before the Young Democratic Socialist Party, in which she called the Tea Party a bowel movement. This is coming from a woman who has taken money that came from the taxpayer to help get Barack Obama elected. The Tea Party doesn't take any government money. But of course that money to ACORN has dried up and they're declaring bankruptcy. And you would think that it would be over and the cockroaches would scatter. Well, they did scatter. They scattered, and they're just reinventing themselves. They're reinventing themselves with across this country, and you can tell them by now they're calling themselves by different things. But the one word that they all have in common is community. You'll find that word on their websites that are springing up. Bertha Lewis, that is what I would call polishing a turd. You mean I get background vocals every time I use the word ghetto? Now, ladies and gentlemen, SMELVIS.
Thank you, L. Brookman, for inviting me out tonight. This one's for you. Yeah, here we go. God bless L. Brookman. man that we love. Stand beside him and guide him through the nights with the lights from above. From the mountain to the prairies to the ocean, wide with foam. God bless L. Brookman and his home, sweet home. God bless L. Brookman and his home, sweet home. Stand beside him and guide him. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, wide with foam, baby mama. God bless L. Brookman, his home, sweet home. God bless L. Brookman and his home, sweet home. Thank you very much. Thank you, L. Brookman. Back to you.
Thank you, Smelvis. I'd like to show you a promo for great courtroom drama here on the L Network.
Objection. Answer me. Objection. Well, speak up. You were glib enough a moment ago.
So then I had him, you know, over for lunch, and you know, it even my girlfriend, who was a nun for 19 years and something, and she also she volunteers for a suicide hotline.
Objection.
She's like, okay. She says to me, I don't know, he's got a lot of problems, and you know, because she knows.
Objection.
We were going to have him over for Thanksgiving, and then his friend Scotty Brooks was making these accusations that he was going to come down there and do all kinds of things, and the nun was getting upset because, you know.
Objection. Answer me. Objection.
They wouldn't have, you know.
Well, speak up. You were glib enough a moment ago.
Well, I stabbed a guy in the throat with a pencil.
Objection.
So that's that. And she actually thought Scotty was going to come down here with Dave, and you know, so that's why I asked him not to come to the Thanksgiving dinner.
I know, I'm just ghetto. Sleep well, everybody. And remember, just at the edge where eyelash meets eyelid rings the remembered bell of every round.